my indulgence is wine.
Nice.
More so than like a lot of people have a sweet tooth, which I do sometimes, but so alcohol during the quarantine has definitely been, something that I've probably indulged in a little bit more than normal.
You look fantastic. I mean, you just had a baby a little over a year ago. I mean, what was kind of your secret? How did you kind of lose the baby weight? And I mean, you had back-to-back pregnancies too.
Back to back, 14 months apart it was difficult for sure. I found it way more difficult with my second. When I had my son, it seemed as though I just started to breastfeed, kind of forgot about myself, and all of a sudden this weight was gone. And then with my second, I think because I had them so quickly, my body was just almost, it seemed like it was like a little angry at me. Like, what did you just do to me? So the weight was definitely harder to get off the second time. So I had to be way more aware of what I was eating that time for sure.
Yeah. I mean, was it more difficult this time? Were you breastfeeding this time too? Did you notice that it still kind of came off, but not as quickly, I guess?
Exactly. It came off, but it took way longer. I held on to almost about a solid 20 pounds that the first time just seemed to kind of fall off, like without me even really trying. Yeah. And then the second pregnancy, it seemed to just kind of hang on. And I did breastfeed a little longer with my son, but I didn't produce a lot of milk. So I was only able to do it with 6 weeks with him and 3 weeks with my daughter. Mm-hmm. So breastfeeding, I wasn't getting that calorie loss, I guess, each day that, required breastfeeding. So I had to just make it more of a point to focus on what I was eating, plus with the nutrients that you need to give your baby. I feel like you're so tired and you're just trying to keep this little baby alive that you kind of forget about what you're doing for yourself, in that mix. And so I finally just had to focus on myself and really think about what I was eating, the activity that I was taking in, and it eventually started to come off, but it just took me longer with my second.
Yeah. I mean, how do you feel about your body now? Are you back to where you wanted to be? Are you back to pre-baby weight? Or are you fine with how you are,
I'm actually bigger than I was before I had my baby, and I'm okay with it. Yeah. Quarantine's not really helping because quarantine's been a really difficult time, but I'm trying to do what I can. But yeah, I just, I'm bigger than I was before having babies for sure. But at the same time, I was also younger and hadn't had 2 children. I gained 40 pounds with each. I think it's just a natural transition for your body to just grow, and I'm okay with that.
Definitely. So what are your secrets now? What are you eating? How are you kind of maintaining that, healthy goal?
Well, definitely my South Beach snacks and meals. And I try to keep it, primarily more a high protein, low fat, trying to follow the South Beach regimen. And then my indulgence is wine. Nice. More so than like a lot of people have a sweet tooth, which I do sometimes. But, so alcohol during the quarantine has definitely been, something that I've probably indulged in a little bit more than normal. But
I feel you on that.
I kind of like pick my times to indulge a little bit and have a little bit higher calorie intake, but and lower fats, lower carb.
Do you and Jason, I know you guys said that you walk together, but do you guys work out together like hard? Because some couples can't be in the gym together.
Yeah, no, we do, because we're so opposite. Like the things that we do, I'm on one machine, he's way across the gym on another. We actually have been building a house for about 2.5 years now, and should be ready within the next month or so, hopefully. And we have a gym in the finally, so it'll be a little bit easier, especially if all this quarantine stuff's still going on. We're going to have a little bit of an escape, thankfully. But yeah, no, we're able to be in the gym together for sure, because the things that we do are totally different. So
that's good. That's good.
Activities. I'm an activity person. I like to, maybe throw on a dance, not show, but what would it be? Like a dance video or something, and kind of do an activity versus sitting there and constantly lifting weights or something. So
yeah,
we also have a pickleball court. Have you heard of pickleball before?
I've never played, but I've heard of it.
Yes, we put a court in the backyard because Jason and his band members are obsessed with it, and it's a half basketball court. So doing things like that, just staying active in a fun way, it's way easier for me than being in a gym all the time.